Alright, I'm back. You miss me? I miss y'all too. Had a wonderful time, wonderful vacation, wonderful birthday. Before I go any further, I gotta give a shout out to our family down in Virginia Beach, Yolanda, Ed, Trey, and sweet little Nala. She got christened while we were down there. Had a lot of fun. Had lots of fun. Told y'all I'd be back June 1st. Right now, I'm going to continue doing the jab and grapple. Well, not jab and grapple. Please forgive me for that. I'm going to continue doing the wrestling and the boxing comments here at YouTube until I find or come up with another, let's say, face for it. I'm really enjoying it. I mentioned before in my last post that I'm no longer doing jab and grapple. I am working on developing a site right now where I just basically discuss the realness of the whole deal, because there is a lot to the story that I do want to share with you. Not tongue lashing or bad mouthing anybody, but hey, just putting it out there like it's supposed to be put out there. But in the meantime, in between time, let's get to the business at hand. Let me see, coming up here, like real soon, like on the 3rd, we got a fight coming up, man, on Showtime between Jose Luis Castillo, and he's going up against Diego Corrales. Fight number 3 for them. Corrales won the first one. Castillo won the second one. Who's going to win this third one? Me, myself, personally, and yes, I did do a little homework. I'm looking on sheets so that you can see. I have the sheets right here. I'm 40. I don't have to remember all this stuff. I can put it here on paper and read it back to you. But looking at the records right now, we got Castillo with 52 wins, 7 losses, and 1 draw. I don't know. Diego's got 40 wins, 2 losses, no draws. Let me see. His losses came at the hands of Castillo back in 2005. In 2003, he lost to Casamayor. Okay, right on. And his 3rd loss, I don't have that on paper, but I do know he had a 3rd loss. Skip all that. I would like to see Corrales win. I really would. I like that guy. He's a good fighter. I like his style. Once again, I got to look at tapes to see, more about Castillo and his boxing style. Corrales has a punch. Like I said before, I'm one of those cats that get into the pow when them gloves hit. And Corrales is known to be a puncher. So I would like to see Corrales win. But the only people that really knows who's gonna win that fight is the 2 that's in the ring. So, if Corrales loses, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be shocked, but it's going to be a very, very good fight. And I recommend that, if you get a chance to watch it or you get a chance to go to a friend's place, that you do catch that fight. Also, coming up on Showtime, they got one for July 8th. Roman Kamazin, and I hope I pronounced his name right, is going up against Corey Spinks. I ain't seen Corey Spinks since Zab Judah tagged him. Maybe I've been out for a minute. Maybe I just wasn't interested after that loss. But I'm going to check that one out to see, if Corey Spinks has finally got his thing back together. Because at one point that cat was, he was a hot one. But let's get to the other big fight that's coming up on June 10th. Bernard Hopkins against Antonio Tarver. Tarver with a record of 24 and 3. Hopkins with a record of 44 and 1. I don't even want to get into who lost to who. Alright, let's get into the realness of this. Personally, this is what I feel. And this is just my opinion. I believe Tarver's going to win that fight. Tarver is a young, hungry fighter. He's also a champion. he raises a very good issue when he says that he isn't getting his respect as a boxer and as a champion, and I wholeheartedly agree. Tarver should not have to step out of his square and raise the kind of hell that he's raising for the respect that he has earned. So, with that being said, that's enough to light a fire under anybody's ass. And excuse my French, but let's just be real here. That's enough to light a fire under anybody's ass to make them want to come out there and do the damn thing like they supposed to. Who better to use as an example but Bernard Hopkins? I'm not excluding the fact that Bernard Hopkins does not have any ring skill. I'm not saying that Bernard Hopkins' days are over in the ring. But what I will say is this. When you finally accomplished everything that you could possibly accomplish in a sport, what else is there left for you to do? Let's go back, and I'm going to use a couple other sports as well. But let's go back to Oscar De La Hoya's fight. Yes, I was happy that Oscar won, and yes, I did go for Oscar. But all the while, I was saying to myself in my head, what does Oscar have to prove? Oscar's already done everything a fighter could possibly do. He don't need to come back and fight. He's already a champion whether he has a belt or not. The same thing with Roy Jones when he was hopping from weight division to weight division. What was that trying to prove? What else could he accomplish? He had already accomplished a whole lot, so there was no need for him to really put himself in that situation. Mind you, Tarver was the one that knocked the dust off of him too. Keep that in mind. I believe Tarver did lose to Roy Jones. Hold up, let me make sure I got this right. Yeah, he lost to Roy Jones in 2003. Okay? But he beat his ass again in 2004. Second round KO. I don't even have the clip to flash in here right now, but I know y'all remember that knockout. Now, once again, and then you step out of the sport. Let's talk about Mike Jordan coming back to basketball. What else could you do after you've accomplished everything in the sport? I'm just really curious. And this is the same question that I raised with Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins is he's a great fighter. He's a great fighter, no doubt. But what is he going to prove getting in the ring with Tarver? I mean, if he left the sport today, it's not like he wouldn't have anything to do with boxing. He's deep into it. You know, with Oscar De La Hoya and Shane Mosley with Oscar's promotion company. You know he's deep into it, so what else does he have to prove? On that note, I'm going with Tarver. Tarver's angry, he's hungry, and the cat is out there to get his. So, you know, let's wait and see what happens. I got more for you. Y'all take it easy. Peace out.